It was decided, even though it was not fair to me and those Obaseki met in this party, they said Obaseki should produce 13 members of the House of Assembly. The legacy PDP should produce 11 members. The senatorial candidate of Edo South was agreed by the party at the national level that it will be given to Obede Yama. So the remaining two should be given, one to Legacy, one to Obaseki. National House of Representatives candidates, 5 to Legacy PDP, 4 to Obaseki. We agreed, came out of that meeting, we shook hands, and we were celebrating the resolution of the problem in Edo State.
Yes, that is just the tip of the iceberg. The kind of video you're about to watch now is something that would blow your mind. I will not even bore you with any talk. I want you to watch this video. Sit back, watch this video. Right? The video has a micro tone, right? It's narrowed down to a conversation. But when after the video, we'll come back and have an expository look into the bigger picture of what the implications of things like this actually mean for our politics. Watch this video first.
A committee was set up by the party comprising Okowa, the governor of Delta State, who today is the vice presidential candidate, Bala Mohammed of Bauchi, Darus, and Otto. Otto was the chairman of that committee. We met in the early hours of the morning. We came out of that meeting feeling that we have addressed the issues in Edo State. It was decided, even though it was not fair to me and those Obaseki met in this party, they said Obaseki should produce 13 members of the House of Assembly. The legacy PDP should produce 11 members. The senatorial candidate of Edo South was agreed by the party at the national level that it will be given to Obede Yama. So the remaining two should be given, one to Legacy, one to Obaseki. National House of Representatives candidates, 5 to Legacy PDP, 4 to Obaseki. We agreed, came out of that meeting, we shook hands, and we were celebrating the resolution of the problem in Edo State. After that meeting, it was agreed that we should come to Benin. I took a flight to Benin, the governor came to Benin, the deputy governor came to Benin. And I must say at that meeting, for the first time, God gave me an opportunity to look at Governor Obaseki in the face and I challenge him. I've heard stories that you said you bought the ticket of Atiku. Did we exchange hands? Did money exchange hands between us and yourself in your coming to PDP? I say your deputy governors, Finishai, was seated here, told me that you asked him to contribute $300,000 to settling the issue of your money to PDP. I say, Finishai said he gave you $300,000 to add to the money to give to Obede Yama and myself. I said, Governor Obaseki, can you tell us this guy whether you gave one couple to me or Obede Yama? He said he did not give us money. And he did not tell any person he gave us money. I said, Finishai, you are seated there. Did you not tell us that you gave $300,000 to Obaseki to add to the money to settle the ticket for PDP? He said he settled in the presence of Obaseki. And the other governors look at themselves, they shook their heads.
You see it. That is exactly how our politicking is in this country. And so it is controlled, our politics is controlled by a few powerful individuals, right? On this particular video you just watched, you will notice that there were no conversations about the party primaries. It was an agreement that was now reached between the caucus of the party at a particular situation. He said Governor Otom chaired that meeting. And then irrespective of what the people desire, that was knocked off. It was now more of what the elites are seeking. And this is how the political structure of this country has been all these years. It is the elite that decides. It is not about the people. There are party members in that party whose the constitutional power rests on to deciding who represent them in all levels of elections. But at this point, when this conversation was going on, when this meeting were done, it was against all that backdrop. They didn't care. They didn't care. And that's why if you notice in this country, when people become elective, when people get into elective office, instead of them to work for the people, they gather money and they raise political influence, destroy political calibers, empty some, use EFCC or other anti-graft agencies or even the police or anything to destabilize people and get all the political influence that they can. Because what determines what comes, what goes, who gets, who doesn't get is about the political powers that be, not about the service to the people. And that's why there is an individual in this country who has left office after 15 years as governor and still decides who become governors of his state. And people are clapping for him. People are saying that he's the Jagaban because he has refused to allow the people decide. He got offended by a particular governor and then he removed him single-handedly. And that's the kind of people that people want, powerful individuals. That's why we don't have people that come to this country to serve us, because our people do not deserve or do not respect servants. They respect people that are powerful. So you don't know that man. There was a time in this country people would travel from Sokoto and Borno to come and meet a man at Uromi to become councillor. What the people there should decide. Today in this country, you cannot become a governor without going to settle a lot of other. This is the kind of video you see. Yes, the video was talking about Governor Obaseki and the Danobi and the political turmoil in PDP in Edo State. But then you could see a picture of where we are as a people. Who decides? And that's why you think, if you still think that the political parties doesn't matter, you are joking. Because they do. Because this is what happens in every political party. Who becomes minister, becomes commissioner, who gets to certain agencies, who gets to certain ministries, who gets to certain organizations or certain organs of government. It's not about a credit or merit. It's about what the political calculators and permutators are accepting. And so you give somebody support and the person is going to turn back and give you 5 different ministries, whether or not the people are capable or not, because that person wants to continually be in charge. There is a government, there is a former government in this country that did not determine who succeeded him. He did not determine. He did not even if he had, maybe for any reason he had liked somebody, but he didn't impose the person on his people. And that person is now wants to be president, and you are saying no. This is how we should begin to celebrate people. And that's why I keep saying, what we reward, what we applaud, we reward. And what we reward, we request that it should continue. Somebody has been governor for over 15 years. He's still deciding. Somebody offended him. He say remove him. There's a video of MC Oluomo and other Agberus in Lagos saying that our father has spoken. He must go. And then you have elected. So everybody now, instead of the people to go to please the people, they are pleasing a particular individual. That's the situation. They said this. We now agree. Against the wish of the people. Share this video. Let the video keep going around to people so that they will see where we are. This is a party that has not been in power. A party that wants, and then you are playing politics like this. Internal politics is what has killed this country. It has emptied the goodwill. That's why people who have goodwill, who have interest to serve, they cannot even serve, because there is no the process that gets them there. I had a friend who wanted to become local government chairman in my state. As when he was speaking to me, he said he has spent over 50 million naira. He wasn't still giving the ticket. So as I am now, I see some of you commenting, go to House of Assembly. Which ritual who am I going to kill in my family to get there in this country? I beg you, share this video, let it go around. Let us continually be wise. If we want to change our country, we must first change our political system, because currently it is not a place for merit. It's a place to allow riffraffs, the worst of society, to get to power, because they are children and sons and ordained and influenced by certain powerful individuals in this country. Goodbye.